Just an opinion here for the Armory life. A few years ago, when I got my copy of the SA-35, I was not disappointed. It's as good a modern working production of a timeless design as I've ever seen. Over the past few years, I've put thousands of rounds through it without a single malfunction. But when it comes to historic designs like the SA-35, there's not as much that can be done to refresh it for the marketplace compared to other more modern handguns. One change that can be made is the color and the type of finish. Springfield Armory has done just that with the SA-35, and it's now being offered in Tactical Gray and Coyote Brown. These new colors transform the look of the pistol in two distinctly different ways. The Coyote Brown suggests a rugged duty sidearm that represents the useful tool that it was engineered to be. The gray finish gives the SA-35 a more sophisticated, maybe even an elegant look. But let's rewind a bit and revisit the SA-35 itself. The model SA-35 is the Springfield Armory rebirth of the P-35 design from John Moses Browning. The truth is, Browning didn't fully complete this design before his death, so even the original gun was a bit of a collaboration. It was initially designed as a military sidearm, requested by the French military, and that was about 90 years ago. It's a single-action only, hammer-fired 9mm pistol. The SA-35 strikes the balance of the legendary Browning design and the improvements of today's modern handguns, including elements like the bobbed skeletonized hammer, improved and widened manual safety, and modern manufacturing tolerances. The initial model SA-35 was finished in a traditional and beautiful gunmetal gray type finish. The gray SA-35 is several shades lighter than the original finish, almost to the point of looking silverish by comparison. The Cerakote finish makes it not just great looking, but also very durable. Set against that smooth gray finished steel is a perfectly contrasting set of well-textured black grip panels. The grips are G10 construction, bringing a more modern look that's well suited to the sleek gray pistol. Combined with small parts that are also black, it has an elegant two-tone look that wouldn't be out of place in James Bond's shoulder holster. The Coyote Brown SA-35, on the other hand, has a more aggressive and tactile look. A color that's clearly associated with duty weapons and gear, the earthy shade on the pistol suggests a serious handgun for serious users. Again, the finish contrasts against the black small parts and the brightly polished barrel hood. The well-textured grips have a swirled multicolored design that includes tans, browns, blacks, and even a touch of blue. They're also G10. Underneath those great new colors is the well-built SA-35 that's been a terrific success for Springfield Armory over the past few years. The 9mm handgun is a comfortable fit in the hand. It's a natural pointer that provides great accuracy with offhand shooting at the range, which instills confidence to rely on it for defensive use. The all-steel construction of slide and frame combined with the well-suited recoil spring make the recoil of the SA-35 easily managed. Modern sights are a great improvement over the legacy pistol. Springfield equips the gun with an anti-glare U-notch rear sight with a crisp white dot front sight. Despite the double-stack magazine that holds 15 rounds, the pistol has a thin, comfortable feel in the hand, even for my medium-sized paws. The single action of the SA-35 is smooth and the trigger has a crisp break. The reset stroke is tactile and intuitive whether you're shooting fast or slow. Trigger shoe is nicely curved with a comfortable feel and has a nice smooth face. The manual safety has been modernized with a wider shelf that increases ease of use, and it's wide enough to serve as a gas pedal for your thumb. Maybe one of the best features of the SA-35 is the simplicity of the original design, to which Springfield has stayed very true. When the Model P-35 was initially created, it was possibly the most ergonomic handgun made up to that time. You can see the family resemblance to the 1911, but the grip has softer lines and curves that seem molded to the hand. Oh, and did I mention it's a shooter? Some guns are just so enjoyable to shoot that I occasionally lose myself in that enjoyment. When I was doing my range work, I got all the footage I needed, turned off the cameras, and then I kept shooting. I rarely do that, but I was just having too good a time. Another objective of the original design was simplicity of maintenance. Mission accomplished, then and now. Takedown requires no tools. The manual thumb safety serves double duty by locking the slide in the takedown position, allowing you to easily push the takedown pin through and remove the slide. The parts are few and simple, and the disassembly and reassembly is an easy process. These two new colors only further enhance the natural beauty of the SA-35 and offer a nice way to make a more personal selection. There seems to be a finish for every mood now. The original SA-35 finish for when I'm feeling nostalgic, the new gray finish when I'm feeling kind of fancy, and the new Coyote brown when I'm feeling a bit tactical. And if you're having trouble deciding between gray and Coyote brown, I have a suggestion. Why not both? This is just an opinion for the Armory Life. Thanks for watching.